mean, they all been good, overall just playing. But, I think just getting out there and having the opportunity to play is just bigger for them, If you're playing, it's guys will be able to see what you're capable of doing. I think they're just getting opportunities.
How much does confidence play into it? Because everybody comes in there, they've been good in high school. Does it just take a little while for guys to accept that, yeah, I belong here and I feel comfortable here? Is that the biggest piece of it sometimes?
I think so. Sometimes, coming out of high school, you're the best player, but in college, everybody's just as good as you. You come here, you got to be able to, take your role and sometimes take a back seat, wait for your opportunity. And I think their time is coming, and I think they'll be able to show that they deserve their chance.
Is that something you talked to them about, like a guy like Khalif who didn't play much last year and was hoping to step up? I mean, you kind of went through that. I mean, you talked to them about your experiences and how to handle it?
Oh, yeah. I didn't play my freshman year. I actually sat out the whole year, And I think it was a great opportunity for me to sit back and learn from Mark Tyndall and Deontay Christian. I think, he took a lot out of Ryan Brooks and Louis Guzman. And, I think from him not playing, we learned a lot. But, this year you'll see that, he's ready to play.
You can win conference championships in the tournament. But what's it going to take to go that one step farther and finally get the win in the NCAAs?
Well, it's going to take taking everything one step at a time and not think about what we did last year, but focus on this year. I know there's a lot of expectation being ranked on the preseason poll and people talking about you, and everyone's excited for Friday, and we are. I think we just gotta stay focused, keep our mind on our business, just think about our team, get better on the things we need to improve, and then go from there.
I asked Lloyd what the difference would be on this team between this team and the teams we've seen in the past. He said, expect a more offensive team. You get that feeling going through practice and kind of going through the motions, preparing for the open?
Yeah, definitely that could be a plus. I think we're finding a way to get more options in the offensive end. I think one of our problems is going to be replacing Ryan Brooks on that defensive end, and even Louis Guzman. Those are two guys in the guard spot that really helped us on the defensive end. And somehow we're going to have to find a way and replace what they did. Who's going to guard the best player on the other team and stuff like that. But I think once we start playing and once we see how the games are going, we're going to figure a lot of things out that otherwise we can't.
Can you talk about the possibilities for Ramon Moore? I mean, we saw glimpses of him last year. You got hurt after he came back. What kind of possibilities does he have in terms of being a scorer for this team and in this league?
Well, he definitely showed already that he has the talent and the ability to do it. And then it's a matter of him focusing and saying, I want to be the leading scorer of this team and just do it. He showed a part of his game which was cutting to the basket and getting to the rim last year. I think he's going to have to start shooting more jump shots, this year to help us a lot. I think the other teams know him already, know what he does, and if he can start making shots, it's going to be hard to guard.
What about for I know a lot of people see him as a defensive monster, somebody can affect other teams on the defensive end of the floor. What have you seen in the offseason that makes you believe he's going to be better on offense?
Well, also his mindset. I think he realizes he's got to be a leader of this team. He's a senior in his last year, and it's a very important year for not only for everyone, but for him especially, if he wants to do big things after this. So we're trying to get him more involved in the post, playing in the post. We're trying to leave him, give him one-on-one opportunities, and then playing a lot of pick and roll. I've been feeling comfortable, me and the other guys playing pick and roll with the big guys. I've been talking about it a lot, so we'll see how it goes.
Last year you drove it to the baseline, you were going to the bench. So, there were certain rules and staples of a defense and an offensive system that you had a team full of first-year players, a team full of freshmen. Usually I had kind of just taken it for granted, both as a player under coach and as a coach under coach, that a lot of times you're teaching the younger guys stuff, but the older guys are teaching the younger guys stuff. And we didn't have that. So it took a little bit of time and energy and effort, and you didn't realize that right away. That's what you're walking into. But looking back on it, I think that was that was part of the struggle.
So you expect that from him.
How fun is it to play with Fernandez? He must be fun to play with.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. It takes a while, to get used to his passes and stuff like that. But once you get used to it, it's an amazing experience.
As a senior now, how does your role change with this team? More of leadership?
Yeah, definitely. All the guys on the team are looking up to me. So, I just got to be all about business this year. Just be serious.
You see a lot of differences in yourself after you got the chance to work for the USA team a couple times?
I think I just, work harder in the weight room, on the court. It's still in the back of our minds, but, we just got to get that past us and, get ready for this season. Start to see it now.
Can you just talk about this season? You try not to, it's a different team. You have different players on this team. You lost guys on a team basis. What's going to be the biggest difference, you think, in terms of what we see from the guys this year?
No, I'm not really sure at this point, but I think we're going to be more of an offensive team. I think we got more guys that can score and pick up the offensive load. Just stay solid on defense.
What kind of message is Coach saying in the weeks leading up to the regular season opener about this team, about this season?
He told us, we haven't proven anything yet, so, our national ranking doesn't really mean anything. We just got to go out there and just play as hard as we can and just do our thing.
What did you improve the most since last season?
I would say, I think I'm more consistent with my jump shot and also just being more aggressive, taking more shots on offense.
Is that what Fran stressed over the summer? Everything else is right now. You can step up your offensive game a little more?
Yeah, that's what he's been stressing for the last 4 years.
Does that ever get old, to hear him harp on you about the same things over and over again?
I mean, it does, but, I just got to, once I start taking more shots, I think
You feel like you got something to prove on the offensive end because people talk about you being almost a complete player and would like to see more out of you offensively?
I think I just got to prove it to myself and my teammates more than anything. Not really worried about what many other people are saying. Just play my game.
So what level of this team? You won the championship 2 years ago. You won 29 games last year. You're ranked. Is there another dimension, another level that you can seek out? Or where does it go from here?
I mean, you can always go farther, but we just got to take our game at a time. Just take one game at a time. I'm not really sure how we'll win 29 games on this year, so we don't really know at this point.
When you try to break down this team to fans watching, who watch you guys for the past few years, what do you tell them to look out for, watch out for, in terms of what they might not know that they're going to see? They should really watch out for this season.
Like I said earlier, I think we'll be more of a offensive team. To expect us to run the floor more and just run in transition. Just get more shots.
Is there any particular player you're looking at?
Came out very well. Drexel, we didn't come out as well as we expected, but I liked what I saw from a lot of guys. A lot of guys played good. A lot of guys looked comfortable out there, and I think a lot of players should do well this year.
For you, I think anybody who follows you in high school, you have the talent, but is it just a matter of getting some experience and confidence? Because you had, from what I could see when you were in high school, you were a better soccer player at one point.
Yeah.
You had a great senior season. Is it just a matter of gaining some confidence and saying, I belong here and you feel comfortable?
It is. It's all about confidence. I believe basketball is a game of confidence. And I just think just getting out there, once I know I'll be out there like every game and stuff, I'll get more confidence, and I think you'll be able to see that in my play.
What do you feel you did get better this summer through your experience in Germany or just through practice?
First, one thing is just the confidence and just the experience, like being able to play against good competition, like play a lot of minutes a game, like get some playing experience. And another was just, like, I kind of learned a different style of play, like in Europe, it's more like spread, coming off pick and rolls, and like knowing how to make the right play, make the right pass, get into the right seam, and like know where to pass the ball and when to attack and stuff like that. It's kind of like a lot of drive and kick, not one-on-one stuff. So I think I learned a lot from that.
Great players like Juan Fernandez and like with Allen.
Just little things, moves and stuff, and just how coaches and how to respond to it, and just how to have a hard work ethic, basically.
Now, imagine I'm a casual fan. Explain your games to me. What can you bring to the court?
Definitely bring the defensive intensity. Offensive, I worked on my jump shot over the summer, so it's looking pretty well. Going to the hole pretty well. So just all around my game, but defense and offense.
Now, with Ryan Brooks graduating, obviously you weren't here, but do you kind of feel the need to step up? Like he was kind of the defensive stopper. Do you feel like that could be your role in this team?
Yeah, that's what Coach Dump's telling me, that he needs a defensive intensity. So every day we work at that, even with just simple little stance and drill movements. So we're getting better at that.
You know, a lot to this team. He's like the backbone and key to the team. You know, he rarely makes mistakes. You know, he's like, I mean, he's the person that everybody look up to. So, you know, when he's doing the right thing, we doing the right thing. When he on the right track, we on the right track. When he playing good, we all playing good. You know, he's just like the link that connect this whole team together. So.
And he's also very humble too, right?
Yeah,
he's like unassuming.
Yeah, you know, I mean, around certain guys he talk a lot. Around certain guys he don't speak much. You know, I think he got to feel comfortable around you.
Okay.
To, you know, act accordingly to the way everybody else acts. But I mean, the boy real quiet, you know, in certain situations. But I mean, he's a major key to the team.
All right, you look a little more in shape than you were a year ago. I mean, was that kind of something that you worked on over this past year? Was just trying to get in better shape a little bit?
Yeah, that was a point of emphasis this summer. I lost like 20 pounds, got better shape, got faster, stronger. It's improved my defense and my stamina.
Can you tell the difference out there?
Yeah, it ain't a lot easier when you're not tired all the time. So, I mean, it's easier to play the game when you're in shape.
What are the things in your game that you worked on, you know, this summer? I know you were in that Pro-Am league. You know, where do you see some differences?
Well, with the increased conditioning, I got faster, and then I worked on my like point guard skills this summer. So I play more on the ball than off the ball this summer. So at times this year I can get one off the ball and one point guard from time to time when we need to get one off the ball. So I got better, you know, point guard, better decision maker.